Section 5.7 is compound interest. Go ahead and pause the video and write down these notes. So the first one is simple interest. You won't see this one a whole lot. This is just, you have one interest rate at the end of the year. They calculate that interest rate and figure out how much you owe or how much you get. One you'll see more often is compounded interest. So this means that you're earning interest a certain number of times a year. So for instance, like a bank account, at the end of the month, they look into your bank account, they look to see how much money you have, and they give you interest. And then at the end of the next month, they look and see how much money you have in your bank account, they give you your interest, and so on and so forth. So you're earning interest on your interest. The last one is continuously compounded interest, so this means you're earning interest every second of every day. This E here is the exponential E, it's not a variable, so just kind of keep that in mind. So here's an example. There's actually two different things going on in this problem. So what I want you to do is pause the video and read just the first sentence. Figure out what kind of interest you're earning and all the different information that they give you. So this first part, Kim takes $1,000 and puts it in what's called a CD, or a certificate of deposit. It tells us that it's compounded continuously, which is our PERT, A equals PE to the RT. They give us our interest rate and they give us our time. However, they give us our time in months. Our interest rate is in years, so we need to convert this to a quarter of a year. So this is all our information. The next part, Kim's going to take that money then and put it into another account, whatever she earned after that 3 months, and she's going to put it into a different account. So what we should do first is figure out how much money she now has. So what I want you to do is I want you to plug in all the information that we're given into our A equals PE to the RT, so we know P, R, and T, E is just the constant, and solve for A. Plug it in your calculator. So after 3 months, Kim's $1,000 turned into $1,017.14. So now, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and read the second half of the problem and do the same thing we did here. Figure out what kind of account it is and all the different pieces of information. So this passbook account that Kim put her money in is compounded monthly. So that's A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. Because it's monthly, N is how many times a year it's compounded. If it's monthly, that means N is 12. It's been compounded 12 times. Our interest rate is 0.0525. Our time is 1 month. So in this one, she had it in there for 3 months, so that'd be January, February, March, and she wants to know how much money she's going to have on May 1st. So that means the only month she had it in this passbook account would have been April, so 1 month. And then our initial amount is this amount that we found over here. So now that we have all our information, go ahead and pause the video and plug this into your formula, plug it in your calculator, and calculate how much money she's going to have on May 1st. So plugging everything into your formula looks like this. When I plugged it in my calculator, I just used the answer button for this, so I didn't have to type in a rounded answer. So plug it in, and you end up on May 1st, she's going to have $1,021.59. So the biggest thing is making sure you're reading the problem and figuring out which formula you're going to use. They're usually going to be one of these two, either compounded continuously, which is PERT, or compounded at certain times of year, which is going to be the one with N.